Keep the spine straight. Keep on lifting through the heart center. Relax your shoulders, allow them to fall down heavy. The spine is straight, the head is extension of the spine. Just keep your chin back. You can do a quick body scan, checking if your whole body is relaxed, starting from your toes, heels, knees, hips, your back, your belly and your chest are relaxed, and your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists and your fingers are relaxed, and your neck and your head. A small moment of mindfulness after the long day. Allow yourself to be relaxed and let everything go. Move the focus to your breath. Observe your breath. How deep it is, how slow it is. Breathe abdominal or full yogic breath. As you inhale, allow your belly to go forward. And as you exhale, allow your belly to go in. Breathe deep and slow, with control and with awareness. Take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out, and you can slowly, gently open your eyes. And from the position that you are, just bring your palms in front of you, coming into tabletop pose. Extend your right leg back, tuck the toes under, and just push your heel back and down, stretching the right ankle. Just hold it there for a moment. If you want, you can move it from side to side or back and forward to release any tension. And then switch to side, extend the left leg back, tucking the left toes under. Push the left heel back and down. Just stretching the ankle, counter pose. You can maintain the position, or you can move your left foot a little bit from side to side or back and forward. Just to allow the ankles to release the tension. And then one more time, we're gonna take this Vajrasana pose, thunderbolt pose. And we're gonna bring our focus to the shoulders. Raise your arms on the sides of the body. And imagine somebody is pulling your arms away from you. There are two little elves maybe from the side, and they are pushing the arms away. Take a deep breath in, pull, and as you breathe out, just allow your shoulders to relax. And as you breathe in again, those little elves are pulling your arms. As you breathe out, allow the shoulders to relax, keeping the arms straight. Breathing in, elves are pulling the arms, and breathing out. Keep on breathing and breathing out, and I will tell you why we do this. So when we pull the arm, then think about the movement of the head of this big bone, the humerus bone, the upper arm that is moving inside of the cavity, inside of the joint. And this tiny little movement, it's just a millimeter, we do to activate the local muscles, the small muscles that work in the shoulders, which is very important to have healthy shoulders and to not have pain and pressure. Most of the people usually have at some moment some pain in the shoulders, some tension, and of course the reasons can be different, but very often because there is a muscle disbalance. So we are more focused on the muscles on the surface, kind of like bodybuilding, but the functional muscles, the deepest muscles that are responsible for the body posture and to stabilize the joints, we don't work on them. So now this is what we're gonna do now. This is a little therapy, just tiny little movement, just with control of the shoulder joint. Take one more deep breath in. The little elves are pulling your arms, and deep breath out and release. How do you feel your shoulders? The easy movements are the most difficult. You will feel that tomorrow. Maybe you will have a little bit of sore. Let's do big circles this time. Just one direction you can go first. Back and down. Big, beautiful circles to warm up the rotator cuff muscles. So now we focus on the bigger muscles. And then just switch the side, just warming up the muscles. Anytime you feel tension in your ankles, you can repeat this what we have done at the beginning. You can lean forward tabletop and you can extend one leg and you can extend the other leg for a second. So this you can do anytime when it gets too much. Or if you're ready, let's do the next round of shoulders. Now we're gonna rotate the palms facing the ceiling. Yes. And point your fingers down. Okay. And drop your left heel towards the left shoulder. So without lifting the shoulders are down. Just allow the head to relax for a moment. So where is the left shoulder? We are targeting now the nerves that go to the fingers. So they originate from the leg. They go all the way through the arm. And let's switch the direction. Drop the head towards the right shoulder. Right here, right shoulder. Keep the fingers pointing down. Just for a few moments here. This is exercise from physiotherapy. It's therapy for the nerves. And release your head in the center. Now point your fingers towards you. So keep the arms straight. Just flex your fingers. Without making a fist, just try to flex from the base of the fingers. And again, drop your head to the left shoulder. And switch the side. Right here, right shoulder. Shoulders are down. Just for a deep breath. Deep breath out. Head is coming into the center and releasing your arms and stick it out. How do you feel? Do you feel something in your shoulders, in your arms? Good. And now we're gonna do very basic but so good and so important big circles with the head. Drop your head to the side and then just begin to move slow. So the key here is to do slow circles. And wherever you feel more tension, if there is a spot where you experience pain or tension, you can hold that spot. You can just close your eyes and do slow circles. And wherever you need, you can just stop and breathe into that tension. If you feel anywhere on the way a part that needs some more attention, give it to it. If you like, you can also connect the movement with the breath. Half of the way is inhalation and half of the way is exhalation. When you finish your circle, get ready to switch the direction. Just roll the head to the other side, slowly keeping the spine straight. Just allow the head to be heavy. And feel the stretch in your neck area. The key here is to do it super slow, and then it's beneficial. You can also do it during the day. Just do slow circles, and wherever you need, stop for a moment and you can just hold as much as you want. Anytime you feel some more tension, you can give yourself self-care and next stretch. Always appreciate it. And when you finish your last circle, come into the center slowly. If your eyes are closed, you can open, and one more time, leaning forward into tabletop pose. And extend the right leg back. Pushing the heel back and down, stretching the ankle. And if you want, you can switch the legs. Or if you want, you can directly extend the left leg, coming into high plank. Whatever you want. If you need more intensity, you can come into the high plank. And if you're in a high plank, make sure that you're not collapsing from your shoulders. Try to push through the shoulders. Very good. And push your heels back and down. Pushing the heels back and down. We'll keep the legs straight. That looks very good. Can we hold this for 5 breaths? Not very deep. 1. Breathing in and breathing out. 2. Breathing in. Breathing out. Taking the tailbone in. Pushing through the shoulders. 3. Breathing in. Breathing out. 4. Almost there. Pushing the heels back and down. 5. Inhaling and exhaling. Knees on the mat and just push your hips back. Coming into child's pose for a moment. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and pushing for your palms, leaning forward into tabletop pose. Palms are under the shoulders, spreading the fingers. And what we're gonna do here, we're gonna do circles from the shoulders, but not the arms are going to move. This time the body is gonna move. So we're gonna move the upper body, and we're gonna make those circles in the shoulders. So at the beginning we did circles from the shoulders and we were moving the arms, but now the arms are on the floor. We're just gonna move the upper body. So the circles don't have to be big. You can just do slow, small and precise movement. So again, here is about control and activation. The deep muscles, the stabilizing muscles, we activate. So basically we don't really strengthen them, but we want to activate them to control them. So it's more like a workout for the nervous system. And you can also try the other direction. So if you were doing clockwise, now you can do anti-clockwise, or just try the other direction, or not, it doesn't matter. For this exercise, for the local stabilizing muscles, actually the direction of the movement doesn't matter, but we try to control them, so just tiny little movements. We want to feel them. Okie dokie, and we're gonna continue with the cat-cow pose. Now we're gonna add those shoulders. So we're gonna tie through the shoulders, making half circles, looking up, lifting, pushing through the shoulders. Belly goes down, inhaling, and exhaling, rounding the spine as much as we can. Head goes towards the chest. Inhaling and then like diving through the shoulders, leaning a little bit forward, looking up, pushing through the shoulders, and exhaling, rounding, taking the tailbone in, head goes towards the chest. Let's do 3 more of those big cats. Inhaling, focus on your shoulders this time, and exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. Last time, inhaling, looking up, and exhaling, and just sit back in child's pose, hips over your heels. This time bring the arms on the sides of your body. You can make a fist if there is some tension in your palms. Stay here for a moment. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and begin to walk your palms forward, coming into tabletop pose. And one more time, extend the right leg back, extend the left leg back into plank. This is an option only if you want. Pushing through the shoulders, focus on your shoulders here, and focus on your ankles. Check if there is any difference in your shoulders. And focusing on pushing your heels back and down, and pushing with the whole palm, spreading the fingers. Not gonna hold so long this time. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Release your knees on the mat and sit back into Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose. Okay, next one is a bit boring, but it's very good for the shoulders. So we're gonna raise the arms in front of us. We're gonna rotate the palms facing the ceiling. And keep the shoulders down. You can lift them and allow them to fall down heavy. Arms are straight. Keep the spine straight. Palms are facing up. There are 2 boxes of pizza here, so we hold them to not fall down. Fingers are together. Palms are straight. The chest is lifting. Maybe you feel a little bit of stretch in your forearms and maybe in your shoulders. One more deep breath here. Deep breath out. And with your next inhalation, lift your arms a little bit higher. Try to keep them parallel. So it's not about how high we're gonna lift them. Just, even if it's just a little bit, but try to keep the shoulders down and the spine straight. Chest is lifting. Palms are facing the ceiling. So focus on this rotation in your shoulder joint. It's external rotation, shoulders are rolling out. And we are again targeting those little muscles, these bad guys that causes pain and tension. Maybe you can try to lift them a little bit more higher. Somebody who has more open shoulders can go all the way up. I don't have, so I cannot show it to you, but if you can go all the way up. Just for one more deep breath in and deep breath out, releasing all the way. How do you feel, ladies? Are the shoulders good? Is it better? There is more coming. Okay, one more time, leaning forward into tabletop pose. And the next is, maybe it's a bit awkward when you do it first time, so it's movement of the shoulder blades, protraction and retraction. So the spine is gonna be straight, and we are just spreading the shoulder blades away from each other. From the side, it looks like the spine is a little bit round, but the spine is not moving, it's only the shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades go away, then the spine is lifting a little bit. Protraction, protraction, and then the shoulder blades go towards each other, retraction. When the shoulder blades go towards each other, then we are activating the muscles in the middle part of the back. And when they go away, we are pulling them with the muscles that are on the sides and even with the chest muscle. So if you want, you can try this. Just slow with control. This is very important movement that is going to improve the mobility of the shoulders and the mobility of the upper back. Focus on your shoulder blade. So doesn't matter how the spine is moving in here. If it's going up or down or back and forward, just try to spread the shoulders away, creating more space in your upper back, and then squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. So I don't know if something is gonna be seen, but basically it's kind of like what the bodybuilders do when they're showing their big back. They're keeping the shoulder blades away, and then the other is, this is what the lady bodybuilders, the bikini, the fitness, what they're doing when they squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. So just the shoulder blades are moving. There is also a little bit of movement with the spine, but it's not the goal. Okay, I think you're getting it, and that looks really good. Okie dokie. Very good. Let's do one more protraction, spreading the shoulder blades, and one more retraction. And just maintaining the tabletop pose. And one more time, extending the right leg back, extending the left leg back, high plank. Check if there is any difference in your shoulders or in your ankles. And now focus on this protraction of the shoulder blades from the plank, spreading the shoulder blades, and then a retraction. Shoulder blades together. Protraction, shoulder blades away, and retraction. Very good. 3 deep breaths here more. Inhale in 1. Inhale in 2. 3. Inhaling and exhaling. Drop your knees down and drop your elbows on the mat, under your shoulders or a little bit forward of your shoulders. So the whole forearm is on the mat. Coming into baby cobra or sphinx pose. And from here, instead of collapsing with your shoulders, push through your shoulders and lift your head. Stretching the abdominals. And try to push the mat with your feet. Feet are active. And as you push the feet, maybe you will feel a little bit of lifting in your pelvis. Focus on tucking the tailbone in and rotating the pubic bone. And maybe you'll feel a little bit of stretch in the front side of your thighs, hip flexors. And from here, you can also lift your chest a little bit and pushing your shoulders down. Keep on pushing through the shoulders, lifting the head, lifting the chest. Take a deep breath in. Maybe you feel a little bit of burn in your shoulders. I do already. Deep breath out. And now you can collapse the shoulders. And you can also drop your head down, allow the head to be heavy. And just relax it forward between your shoulders. Active break. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And you can also bring your palms one over the other and rest your forehead on top of your palms. Just a small break for your mind and for your shoulders. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Pushing with your palms under your shoulders, lifting your head up, lifting your hips, and push your hips back, sitting into Vajrasana or Thunderbolt pose. And from here, raise your both arms above the head, straight, elbows straight, finger together. Palms are facing each other. And lift your shoulders and then drop them down, allow them to be heavy. Now focus on pulling your shoulder blades down. Elbows are straight. Palms are parallel. And take your belly in. Don't allow your lower back to be round. Belly is in. Don't arch the lower back. Very good. And if you're leaning back, try to keep your chest a little bit forward. And try to roll a little bit back from your shoulder joint. So only the arm is moving in the shoulder joint. The spine remain in the same position. Very good. Deep breath in Deep breath out, bend the right elbow behind the head. The right palm is pointing between the shoulders and then hold the right elbow on top with the left palm. The right palm is between the shoulder blades. If you can, if not, it's gonna point to the side. But try to point it down, direction to your hips. And try to keep the head in the center in line with the spine. The head is gonna push the right elbow. And again, don't arch the lower back. Keep the belly in, lift the chest. Very good. Breathing in and breathing out. And slowly releasing the arms over the head. Strengthen them over the head. If it gets too much anytime, don't force yourself. Go out of the posture. Make a small break. Okay, arms are straight. Palms are facing each other. Lift your shoulders and allow them to fall down, to be heavy. Bend the left elbow behind the head and bring the right palm on top of the left elbow. The left palm is pointing down between your shoulder blades. Try to look forward, don't look down. Keep the head in line with the spine. Keep your belly active, draw the belly in and lift your chest up. Again, if you notice that you're leaning back, try to bring your chest forward. Push your head back, push your elbow down. You can also compare both shoulders. Which side was better? Which is easier? Usually this is better, the left arm for most of the people. But it depends. It's good to observe your body and to know for yourself. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Raise your arms above the head one more time. Lift your shoulders and drop them down. Allow them to be heavy. And release your arms. Shake it out. I hope your shoulders feels already a bit better. You can always do any circles or shake it, anything that you need. If you need a break, you can go into child's pose. Otherwise, let's lean forward, tabletop pose. And from tabletop pose directly here, we're gonna tuck the toes under. Get ready for the down dog. Lifting the knees and pushing the chest towards the knees. Coming into our first down dog. Adjusting the position of the dog. Pushing with the whole palm, spreading the fingers. Middle fingers are pointing forward or index fingers are pointing forward. Try for yourself. When the shoulders are not very open, then you will find it easier that index finger are gonna point forward. Otherwise, just keep the middle fingers pointing forward. It is also interesting how when you change the position of one finger, then it's changing the position of your shoulders and the shoulder blades and even the whole spine. This is also part of yoga, exploration of the body. Push your heels back and down towards the mat. Even if they don't reach, push the heels back and down. Straighten the ankles and the Achilles ligamentum and the calf muscles and the hamstring. Pushing the knees back. Looking good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more deep breath in, deep breath out. And release your knees on the mat. Sitting back into Vajrasana or Thunderbolt pose. If it gets too much for your ankles, you can choose another comfortable sitting position. Okay, we continue with our shoulders. We're gonna bend the right elbow and we're gonna point the right palm up behind the back, and the palm will be between the shoulder blades. You're gonna point up, trying to catch the hair maybe, and then the left arm is gonna reach behind the back, holding the right elbow, and we are pushing the right elbow with the left palm. Try to keep your shoulders down. Maybe you develop good control over your shoulder blades. You can pull your shoulder blades down, lengthening the neck, feel your neck free. And try to keep the palm in the center of your back, pointing up, and maybe reaching a little bit more higher, maybe 1 millimeter up. And try to keep your spine straight, engaging your core, lifting the chest. One more deep breath in, deep breath out, releasing. If it was too much, you can do a little bit of circles with your shoulders or shake it, whatever you need. If you need some more break for your ankles, for your shoulders, go ahead and take it. Otherwise, we're going to continue with the left side, bending the left elbow, the left palm is going to reach up between the shoulder blades, and the right palm is going to hold to the left elbow behind the back, and just pushing the elbow back and the left palm up, trying to reach up. Try to scratch your neck with the left palm. Keeping the spine straight, and again you can compare which side was better. Playing with the ponytail. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Releasing the arms. Whew. Shake it, shake it. Hope it feels good. If you need some more, shake it, more break, child's pose, go ahead. Otherwise, you're gonna lean forward, tabletop pose, and taking the toes under, lifting the knees, down dog. We're gonna hold the dog for 5 breaths, just to compare if there is any difference with the previous dog. Spreading the fingers, pushing with the whole palm, rolling the shoulders out. Tailbone is pointing up, pushing the knees back and heels down. If your heels are touching the mat, you can try to lift only the toes. If your heels are not touching the mat, keep on pushing them active. If it's too much, just bend your knees. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out, slowly releasing your knees on the mat. Sitting back into Vajrasana or thunderbolt pose. I hope your ankles are feeling good and your shoulders. We have some more. Good. Raise your both arms above the head. We're going to do the cow face arms. Bend your right elbow, right palm is pointing between the shoulder blades. So we're going to do a combination of the previous two movements for the arms. And now reach with the left arm. Roll the shoulder in so the palm is pointing back. Bending the left elbow and from the bottom, reach behind your back and try to grab the right palm. Try to hold your palms. If it's not working, you can hold to your t-shirt. Or you can just reach. Wherever you are, if you're holding or not, focus on lifting your chest. Try to lift your left shoulder a little bit and then push it back. And at the same time, the right shoulder is going down. So both shoulders are in line. Sometimes in this posture, we tend to lean a little bit to the left side. So we don't want this. We want to keep the shoulders parallel with the mat. So we're going to push the right shoulder down, lift the left a little bit up to keep them in line. And the right elbow is moving back into the center. Don't allow the elbow to go to the side. Try to keep it in the center. And at the same time, don't touch the lower back. Keep the belly in. And just breathe here and relax. Try to relax. It's a difficult posture, especially when we hold it. You're working also on patience. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, slowly releasing. You can raise your arms above the head. If you need some break, you can release the arms, you can make some circles, you can shake it, shake it. Otherwise, you're going to continue with your other side. I think you need some break. Take it, take it. Maybe it feels already a bit better. Maybe now one side is better than the other. Gonna equalize it. Okie dokie. Raising both arms above the head. Bending the left elbow. Left palm is pointing down between the shoulder blades. Then the right arm is gonna reach to the side. Rolling the right shoulder in, bending the right elbow in from the bottom, reaching behind the back. Trying to hold to your fingers. If you can, if not, just hold your t-shirt. And if you notice you're leaning to the right, which happens naturally in that position, try to bring your body in the center. See, you imagine somebody is pulling invisible string through the crown of the head. The spine is lengthening. Keep the left shoulder down and the right shoulder up and back. And push your left elbow back into the center. And just look front. Head is extension of the spine. Belly is in, chest is lifting. That looks good. You can also compare which side was better. Which shoulder is better. If you practice by yourself and you want to do this posture, then if one of your shoulders is more stiff, then you can hold that side for a bit longer. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, slowly releasing. Slowly, 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 with control. Also going out of the posture with control. This is not less important than the whole posture itself. Raise your arms above the head. Going out of the posture is also very important. It actually is more dangerous than the posture itself. And releasing your arms on the side. And you can shake it, shake it. Okay, so one more time, you're gonna stretch the ankles. We're gonna come into down dog. If you don't feel into it, you can do the child's pose or tabletop pose. Listen to your body, or your shoulders and your palms. If you don't want down dog, you can just do child's pose or tabletop. And if you're ready for the dog, stick the toes under, lift the knees, and push the chest towards the knees and come into down dog. Hold here the dog and just breathe deeply. Yes, this is so much better than the first dog. I can see, hope you can also feel it. Try to spread the shoulders away from each other, spreading the shoulder blades. Protraction. What we did at the beginning, this protraction. Spreading the shoulder blades away from each other, rolling the shoulders out. Breathing in and breathing out, and slowly releasing your knees down. And release your hips down. Bring your hips on the side and extend your legs forward. Finally, straight legs. And we have here one more pose for the shoulders. Eagle arms. Make sure that your spine here is straight. So this is also a difficult posture. If you notice that your spine is round, maybe you need to bend your knees a little bit. So try to keep the spine in the center. Somebody's pulling that invisible string. And we have quickly the eagle arms before the Shavasana. Bend your elbows 90 degrees. Keep the elbows together. And bring the right elbow on top of the left one. And then one more time, twist. Bring, if you can, the left palm together with the right palm. Coming into those eagle arms. And try to push the palms away from your face. Try to keep the shoulder blades down, shoulders down, neck should be free. You can shake your head to check. Try to lift your elbows, keeping the palms away from the face. And just relaxing here for a moment, active break. The shoulder blades are protracting here, away from each other. So we are stretching the upper back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly, gently, with control, releasing the arms. You can shake it out, make some circles if you want. And let's do the other side, bending the elbows 90 degrees. Gonna do the other side. Bring your left elbow on top of the right one. Squeezing the shoulders towards each other, shoulder blades away. One more time, interlocking the palms. Pushing the palms away from the face, shoulders down, elbows up. Don't forget your spine. Spine is straight. If you notice you're round in the lower back, then you need to bend the knees a little bit. It's not bad if you bend the knees. Even if you can do the posture with the straight legs, You can also bend the knees just so that you can compare what your body needs. It's not always about what you can do, but also what you need to do today, what your body needs. So sometimes it's good to keep it simple and easy. Yes. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Slowly releasing your arms and shake it, shake it. Bring your left leg straight, bend the right knee. Right foot is on the mat. And just a gentle twist. You can hold the right leg, the right shin bone with the left palm, and you can reach with the right palm behind the back. Or if you want, you can tuck the left elbow on the outer side of the right thigh and just twisting the spine, lengthening, lifting the head, and looking back. Just a little bit of twisting to move the energy through the whole body. All the energy that we accumulated in the shoulders and in the ankles. Let's connect it in the spine. Deep breath in and deep breath out, and slowly coming back into the center. You want to switch the side, left knee bent, left foot down, right leg is straight. You can hold to the left shin bone, reaching with the left palm behind. Or if you want, you can take the right elbow on the outer side of the left thigh. I just look back. Chest is lifting, shoulders are down. Head is also lifting. The spine is in the center, it's just rotating around the axis. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Slowly releasing, extending the legs. And from here, bend the knees. And if you want, you can roll a little bit back and forward to massage your spine. This is just an option. Just to massage the spine. Only if your spine is healthy. If you don't have any injuries. And slowly coming back. Knees are open, feet are together, Baddha Konasana. Keep the feet together. Small movement. Up and down. And then speed it up. Try to hit the mat with your knees. And eventually slow down. And stop your legs and reach with your palms behind your back, and without moving the position of your pelvis and your legs, just allow first your lumbar spine to lay down, rolling vertebra by vertebra, laying supine, palms facing the ceiling, Supta Baddha Konasana. And allow your body to relax. Here you can close your eyes. And if it's too much for your hips, you can extend the legs into Shavasana. So allow your whole body to relax and to be heavy. And you can again do a quick body scan as we started. Starting from your toes, going through the ankles and the knees and the hips, in your spine, up to your shoulders and your elbows, your palms and your fingers. The whole body is relaxed and heavy and warm, and your neck is relaxed, your head is relaxed, your face is relaxed. Imagine an invisible palm is erasing all the tension, all the worries, wrinkles, anything from your face. Your face is completely relaxed and smooth. And you can observe your breath as a spectator without trying to change it or to force it. How deep is your breath? How slow is your breath? And you can also focus on the sounds surrounding you. Instead of ignoring them, you can try to hear as much as you can. Maybe you can hear somebody in the next room talking, the neighbors are watching TV, maybe cars are on the street. Try to hear as much as you can, any sound around you. Maybe you will hear your breath. Maybe you will hear your heartbeat. Take a deep breath in, and deep breath out. Slowly bring the awareness back into your body and begin to move your fingers and your toes and bending your knees and stretching your arms over the head. And maybe rolling a little bit, your hips or gently twisting wherever your body needs. Waking up body, moving the energy. And whenever you feel ready, you can rotate to your right side, keeping the right arm under the head as a pillow, and the left palm is in front of you for support. Push with the left palm and then push with the right palm, keeping the eyes closed, and just come into any comfortable sitting position with a straight spine and with closed eyes. When we finish our practice with 3 rounds of Om, take a deep breath in. Om. Deep breath in. Om. Deep breath in. Om. If you like, you can bring your palms together in front of your chest and slowly, gently open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. How do you feel, ladies? How are your shoulders, your ankles? Tension is gone. I'll stop recording now.